this is Donna again. Now we're at the Craft Center, and I'm with Professor Frank Olt, who's Director of Ceramics, and we're in Art 31. So there are a lot of different projects going on simultaneously, and this is a required course for art education and art therapy and fine art. And Frank is going to be talking to you.
Hi David, nice to meet you. You'll see that in this class, it's actually a hybrid class. There are a number of people taking beginning ceramics. Some people have come to the class with a wealth of background as art majors. And you can see there'll be a variety of activities taking place. Today the demonstration that I'll be doing is a beginning access demonstration on the potter's wheel. This is a hand building class, but I'd like everybody to try the wheel. So this is the first time they're seeing me throw on the wheel, which could be exciting. We're going to do a little show and tell. We're going to walk through, and people are doing a number of different projects, which I have already demonstrated. They do not have to do the projects in the order that I demonstrate for you. There are a number of people working on figurative sculptural pieces. We have people who are carving pottery and transforming that pottery. We have people who are hand painting and underglazing utilitarian pottery. We have people who are working on a concept called a dream pillow, where they have to make a pillow form out of clay and then interpret a dream. And that is a real interesting hybrid project between 2D and 3D. Ceramics is a process where you have to be a painter, a sculptor, a designer, an architect, an engineer, and this becomes evident when looking at hand-built ceramics. So please take a little tour with me. We'll look around the room and wind up doing at a formal demonstration. Okay, so I'll walk ahead and then the camera will follow me. So Simon, when you come over here too, there are some interesting finished pieces here also. So this is a beginning coil project right here. It's a very ancient way of making pottery, using small coils and components. The way big cathedrals are built brick by brick in life, pottery is built that way, using components. So this is the concept of addition, building, structures. You see, some people are working with the concept some people are working with the concept of subtraction, like carving away, and you'll see some of that also. You can see interesting things that have come out of the kilns here. As I mentioned, you have to be an artist, an architect, a painter, and a sculptor. This is a great handmade painted stoneware piece that's fired to a high temperature that can also be used. You go in and out of the dishwasher, the microwave, and it's art for use. A piece here using the concept of subtraction, carved project, which is a great piece. If you swing around here, you see some hand painting. This is called underglazing or underpainting. So son, I would swing that camera right in over here and see if we can get a close-up. Good. So you can zero down into here. That pillow that's being painted. And then if you swing left, you'll see some pieces that have just come out of the kiln. And you can see a variety of objects. The interesting thing about this project is it also has a hole in the back, so it can be hung on the wall, painting-like. This is a dream pillow, a tour de force dream pillow. And you can see what's happening here.
It's amazing. It's so beautiful.
as I mentioned, the concept of subtraction. Narita, can we look at your piece right here? You can see it's a tree of life. Let's stand it up so we can take a peek at that. Okay, and if you flip it around, it has another life. So that will ultimately live standing up. And what a wonderful piece. And we have, this is a pillow being constructed, and you can see how the object transformation is happening. The true metamorphosis. Taking away the concept of subtraction. The way Michelangelo believed that the statue was in the stone, he was just taking away everything that wasn't the statue. We're doing that here also. This is a very interesting transformation, very elongated, stylized portrait. You can see the application of coils of clay, which really makes such a lyrical, interesting piece. Does this piece have a title, Vinny?
Not yet.
Not yet. That's a good answer.
Not till they have all completed features, then I decide on titles for my work.
Right. So this piece will have no shoulder blade?
No, she's just going to sit right here. And
okay.
Her head might be hollow, where you could remove it and actually it would become a kind of a planter container, or might stay sculptural. It's still going to stay sculptural, but it might become a type of outdoor sculpture where you could put a plant in it that stuff could grow out of.
Folks, I'd like, we'll get over there. I want to introduce Professor Dan Christoffel, who is a colleague of mine, teaches painting and sculpture. And the thing about ceramics is a very communal activity. So graduate students, undergrad faculty will come in and work symbolically very close to the kiln. Dan is now working close to the kiln. Dan, what are you working on here?
I'm working on a series of figures in which we're combining a porcelain and a regular clay. And when it fires, you get this wonderful contrast between the regular light-bodied clay and this high, strong light of the porcelain. And then I've been experimenting with working with these wonderful marks that really translate into kind of calligraphy, and influenced by, believe it or not, printmaking. So.
There's a work in progress here, son. If you take a look at this, it's a true work in progress.
Yeah, we're just starting on this one. This is an underglaze. This is going to be Minerva, who is really the goddess for all the arts. So the combination of porcelain and regular clay is very exciting.
And as we swing over here, you can see more portraiture work in progress. Over here, pieces off the armature, being hollowed. Some coil pottery. Sung, I want to draw your attention here. Excuse me. This is our underglaze colors. And then students will come up here and you can see an array of colors that can be used underglaze. So it really is very enhancing for painters to work here. So all of these obviously correlate to different colors. Okay, I'm going to call the class over and I'm all set for a wheel demo. Folks, can you come on over? I'm going to do a wheel demo. It'll be rather short, but it's an introduction for a lot of